Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 17 career mode. This is episode number 77, and we're starting today's episode off with a training injury. Yes, Ginter, our right back, is going to be out for 3 months. That's our second fullback already picking up a 3-month injury this season. Not a real surprise, as I have said, in this year's FIFA, injuries do seem to occur a lot more frequently than before. And also a question for you guys today as well, you see a squad report right here. How many seasons do you normally play in career mode? Let me know in the comment section down below, because this is our 4th season. Of course, we've just begun it. I typically spend about 4 to 7 seasons in one career mode save, but I know some of you guys do feel as though this career will be better to end sooner rather than later, but some of you guys want it to go on for a long time. I just want to know in the comment section down below how long you guys normally play your career mode saves for and how many seasons you do. And also as well, just point this out too, Aubameyang is declining in stats in this latest squad report. He's down to an 86 overall, despite the fact he scored 4 goals in his first 5 games. Because why? He's hit 30. Of course, yes, he's now 30 years old, Aubameyang, so of course he can't be any good anymore, despite his form suggesting otherwise. But still, look at the league table as well. We're in 3rd place from the first 5 games, one of 3 undefeated sides in the league, and also in the Champions League too. Top of the group, but every single team has got the exact same record. 1 point acquired from the first game. And every game featured the same scoreline as well, which was 1-1. But still, for the first game of today's episode here, we take on Anderlecht away in Belgium in the Champions League. Away in Belgium in the Champions League to take on the Belgians here on the back of our very, very dramatic 1-1 draw against Schalke at the Veltins Arena in the last game, in the last episode, where we almost lost for the first time through a crazy own goal from Mark Bartra, but Diego Menendez rescued us with just a couple minutes on the clock to give us a point. So coming into this game, looking to return to winning ways in this one. The first chance fell to us as well. It was a great save with the goalkeeper though, and eventually cleared away. In the 15th minute, there was a good chance for the Belgians to take the lead here. Some suicidal defending from me, really allowed him to get the ball back inside the area. Then Donker went for goal, but Muller made a really impressive stop and turned him on for a corner, and he's looking really good since I brought him into the team, as the score was still 0-0. But from a corner here in the 25th minute, once again some really poor defending. Saw the player for Anderlecht, the number 7, Najar, I think is how you say it, not just get 1 shot, but 2 shots in on goal. Muller saved the first one and got a touch on the second, but couldn't keep it out as Anderlecht went in front here in the first half. And I've got to say as well, we did keep a clean sheet against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Our defending hasn't been too poor, but we're leaking some silly goals. I mean, you saw it in the last episode, that stupid own goal with Mark Bartra. Some of the goals we're conceding are just stupid, and that one was right there too. It was a corner, we failed to deal with it, and the same player got 2 free shots at goal with no one around him, and that was just such an annoying goal to concede there. Muller did well to make the first save, couldn't make the second, and the host went in front. So 1-0 to Anderlecht. We tried to respond instantly just a couple minutes later. Shinji Kagawa arriving late in the area, heading that ball just wide of the post and behind for a goal kick. We still trail by 1 though just before the break. And our final chance fell here with 30 seconds to go before half-time. Aubameyang found Schürrle down the right-hand side. He took it around his mouth to reverse step over. Back towards Paslak in for the injured Ginter. After some pretty, let's just say, not great football, we managed to spread the play out wide towards Lucas Hernandez. He played it inside towards Kagawa, into Weigl. Weigl back to Shinji Kagawa, through towards Hernandez. And our left-back rifles the ball in and makes it Anderlecht 1, Borussia Dortmund 1. So it was an okay build-up, apart from that part on the far side where I think I ran into my own player, but eventually after a few passing moves we got Kagawa inside. He found Lucas Hernandez down the left, and I think the goalkeeper probably should have done better with that. It was pretty much straight at him, but he could only turn the ball into his own goal as Hernandez gets his first goal of the season. So 1-1, we are back on level terms through an unlikely goal scorer, and we do get ourselves the equalising goal. So 1-1 at the break in a pretty even first half. I felt with loads of chances, but in the second half not too much action at all until with 13 minutes to go, Andre Schürrle stormed down the right hand side, came inside, drilled across into the far post, but the goalkeeper for Anderlecht made an amazing save at point blank range to keep the score at 1-1 as the Belgians desperately tried to cling on for a point in this game. So still 1-1. Another great chance with 6 minutes to go though. Pereira storming forward, but once again another brilliant save by the Belgian goalkeeper, keeping his side on level terms as it was still 1-1. But from the clearance we got it back here. Timo Werner went down the right hand side, chipped it into the middle, and from just outside the 6-yard area, Shinji Kagawa rises highest, and the former Manchester United midfielder heads the ball in and makes it Anderlecht 1, Borussia Dortmund 2 to surely deliver all 3 points so late on in the game. And a great cross by Werner into the middle, and Kagawa with a free header puts it past the goalkeeper, who really was sensational in this game, as we get all 3 points at the death and win for the first time in the Champions League. So a really important win, that one. With the way the group was set up after the first game, it was looking like it could be a really tight group for us, and I feel we did deserve to win this game too, but we had to come from behind to get it. It was a very tough game for us, but we came through all 3 points, and Shinji Kagawa, late heroics there, winning us the game, and that's now the second time we scored a late important goal in 2 games. So Kagawa getting the goal this time, and then this before, a really important goal there as we win in the Champions League for the first time. Still, for the second game of the episode here, we'd host Hannover 96 back in the Bundesliga, and check out the formation I was playing in this game as well. It was a 3-4-3 diamond wide, a very interesting formation as I decided to change things up here at the Signal Iduna Park.
And they come into this game, Borussia Dortmund, with the best defensive record.
And I think what makes this team so hard to beat is the fact that everybody works hard out of possession. It starts at the front with the strikers.
And I did this for 2 reasons. The first is because I've noticed some comments from you guys saying stop playing the 4-2-3-1 for whatever reason. I don't know why. I've just seen a few comments saying stop playing the 4-2-3-1. And also because I mentioned in the Anderlecht game, we've conceded some silly goals already this season. Even the first goal we conceded this year was my stupid fault, but it was a really poor one against Leipzig when I passed the ball across the face of my own area. Then the own goal against Schalke, then that goal against Anderlecht as well. I thought maybe changing things up completely, going to a bizarre formation might help us, and if anything else, throw our opponents off a little bit. So a 3-4-3 diamond wide, I don't think I've ever played a formation like this, but I was looking forward to seeing how we would do as Götze would start in the cam role as well. And what a start as well, because just 19 minutes in, that player I just mentioned there got the assist for Marco Reus, who rifles the ball in and makes it Dortmund 1, Hannover 0. I did say Götze started off playing a little bit deeper in our formation in that 4-2-3-1 alongside Weigl in the DM area. You guys said you need to push him forward to get the best out of him. I know that. I know Götze is more of a cam, but I just can't really fit him in with Menendez playing through the middle. But in this formation, I can play him in the cam role with Menendez out on the left-hand side, and that's exactly why he seemed to profit so well at the start of this game, getting the assist there and making it 1-0. He could have had his second assist of the game as well in the 28th minute as he fed Aubameyang in for his 5th goal in the Bundesliga this season. But unfortunately, despite the Gabon striker putting the ball into the back of the net with a really good finish from just outside the area, he was flagged offside and the goal was chalked off, and rightfully so. Another good through ball by Mario, but unfortunately, as you can see, Aubameyang had strayed a fraction offside. So still 1-0 in this game, but despite playing a bizarre formation, one which I've had no experience with, I actually started playing this game pretty well, and I was looking quite comfortable too, and just before half-time had a great chance to make it 2-0, and we would do just that as well. A great searching ball found Diego inside the area. He momentarily lost the ball, but it came to Aubameyang, who had a goal disallowed about 15 minutes ago, but this goal was going to stand as he stroked the ball into the bottom corner and made it 2-0 to Borussia Dortmund. A really neat finish there as well, as he found the bottom corner with ease. So already 5 goals for Aubameyang. I asked you guys in yesterday's video how many goals you think he'll score in the Bundesliga this season. I said 20. I think he'll be a 20+ goal a year striker. I think he's going to get to 20. Lots of you guys seem to agree as well that he'll be the first 20+ a year striker, 20+ goal a year striker in this career mode so far. So Dortmund 2, Hannover 0. We had a couple of chances in the second half to extend our lead to 3. Aubameyang hit the post as well in stoppage time before eventually it was cleared away. But the game did finish as a 2-0 win for Dortmund here. It's another 3 points notched up. Our second home win in a row in the Bundesliga. Very important, and a big 3 points there as Reus and Aubameyang separate the side. So 2-0 the final score, and we didn't play too well in this game. Weren't exactly, dominant, if you will, but we were controlled. We were controlled in this game. We knew exactly what to do from the first minute, and that's why we got the 3 points. So 2-0 the final score as Aubameyang continues his fantastic start to the season. But still, following the game, some more good news as well, because contract rebel Julian Weigl comes to us regarding his decision and actually has a change of heart. He says he wants to stay here at the Signal Iduna Park, so we offer him a new contract, and as you'll see in just a moment's time, this time he does put pen to paper and sign an extension with us, and that's fantastic because at the start of the season, when we had so many players with a contract expiring come the end of the year, Marco Reus, Aubameyang, Götze, Weigl, Bartra, etc. Some big names. Weigl was one of the guys I really wanted to keep, a very talented young midfielder. He turned it down, said he didn't want to stay, but now, as you can see, he's had a change of heart. He's bought into my philosophy, and he's decided to extend his contract, which is just fantastic. And following this as well, as you could see, how about this? I mean, this is exactly what I talked about a couple episodes ago, and I asked you guys whether you manage a nation in career mode. Our first international friendly was Spain against South Africa away. Our second one was at home against South Africa. I mean, this is just a feature which EA simply put don't care about at all. And the whole game mode, yeah, don't seem to care about it at all either. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. 2 international friendlies against the same nation. Like, you know, seriously, the FAs get together and go, right, so we want to play you in an international friendly. Good chance for the squad to get together, get some match fitness and whatnot. And it's like, put on a show for the fans, shall we? Okay, so we'll play you first, and then should we find another nation to play each other? No, we'll just play each other again, shall we? You know, instead of finding another nation to play, we'll play each other again. But, you know, we'll play at yours first, and then you can come to our house. Like, what? Seriously, when does that ever happen? I mean, quite seriously, just a simple thing like that. This is why I get annoyed at the game. When does that ever happen? 2 international friendlies against the same nation within 3 or 4 days of one another. When does that ever happen? I mean, it's so simple for EA to change that as well, and just find another country in the world for a nation to play against. But oh no, they'll play against each other, shall they? One at home, one away. Just ridiculous. But still, for the third and final game of the episode here, we will take on Braunschweig away from home. Still in the Bundesliga, looking for another win here, and our third in 3 in the Bundesliga. No, sorry, third in 4 in the Bundesliga. And this is a really interesting game too, because the hosts right now are only just above the relegation zone. We had all our first 11 players rested from the international break, so I was looking forward to the game and fancying my chances, but unfortunately I just didn't really play as well as I thought I would. We were quite controlled against Hanover, but in this game I had little control over the game whatsoever. The hosts were playing really well, and if it wasn't for a few good saves by Michael Muller, they would have been in front in this game, as the score was still 0-0 just 8 minutes after the restart. We still did have some chances to win this game, but as did Braunschweig as well, because with just 14 minutes to go, they had another golden chance here, as they once again get inside our area, but again, we're calling on Michael Muller to make an impressive save and keep the score at 0-0, so it was still goalless in this game, and we did have one late chance to win the game with 4 minutes to go. Diego Menendez turning his man inside out and gets inside to shoot, but sadly hits the post, as eventually Rojas clears the ball away, and that was how the game would finish as well. Braunschweig 0, Borussia Dortmund 0, and it's a very disappointing goalless draw against a team who really we should be beating, and they played better than us in this game as well, and if it wasn't for Michael Muller, probably would have inflicted our first defeat on us this season. So a goalless draw, the final score 0-0. Never like to end on a 0-0, but sadly we do today. But I've got to say, despite the fact we are still undefeated in the league and the Champions League too, and currently top of both our league and our CL group, it's still not been the most convincing of starts for a team with so many quality players when we spent over £150 million in a summer transfer window. The formations I'm still not too convinced by. We need to sort this out really and become a lot more dominant, because right now we've had more draws than wins, and that's not acceptable. But that will end today's episode of Career Mode, guys, so a massive thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then please leave a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated, and it would help the channel grow as well. Much love to you all, have a great day, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.